Good morning everyone, welcome to Lost Phoenix Gaming, we're home with tips, tricks, guides and tunes for Forza Horizon. And I'm going to look at the championships. We've got German engineering, German cars, road racing, S1 class, and you get the BMW E92 M3 GTS for this one. The Meadows Sprint, Edinburgh Station Circuit and Greendale Super Sprint. That's what you got in the way of events. So load into this stuff. Kira's saying her bit, and if you do find this stuff useful, drop a like on this and leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about it, good or bad, you know. And there's quite a few cars you can go for this one, and I'm going to go for the BMW I8. This is awesome. It's a really cool hybrid car from BMW, and this really is decent. I've got my tune up there, so go grab that and let's get on with it. The Meadows Sprint, that's what we got, and highly skilled is what you want, and I've dropped stability off and traction on. So we're on to the start line now, and we're off. Go, 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 foot down, BMW hybrid sports car, very quick, nice tune on it. Let's get past these guys, because a lot of people probably look at this going, oh, I'll drop a Porsche in and use that, and yeah, you can do that. You can use a Porsche. You know, the 1982 3.3 is pretty respectable as well, to be honest with you. Although, for handling wise, I went for the i8 because a Porsche is like a little rocket, but it's quite difficult to control and steer. Whereas the i8 is actually very well balanced and it's really nice. And yeah, I mean, third place on this one. Let's say second, slam some brakes down. Little nudge at you, and in your Volkswagen, yeah, you're pushing me a bit. These guys are definitely getting a bit dirty when it comes to the aggression. But I've got myself first, carefully does it, avoid these houses. It's on highly skilled, and I've got traction on, stability off, because stability is alright for certain stuff, but it does sort of make it a bit difficult to sort of chuck stuff around corners. And the only time I tend to stick stability on is if I've got a really slidey car when I don't want it to be slidey, or I'm doing some cross-country stuff, because cross-countries, we need it. But into the barrier, right, not good, right, genuinely not a good thing. But I'm making a run, I'm 74% away in, and this little i8 is alright. These guys have caught up with me, because you don't normally get quite big gaps on a lot of this stuff, because you are running this on highly skilled in order to get your reward and your seasonal completion. So let's give it a run round, chop in a few flags, and there's a finish line on the mini map. That's alright, that's not too bad. First place, that gets me 20 points and gets me ahead in this championship. Fantastic. So I'll skip through all this stuff and we can move on to the next event. So we're back into the game. Let's have a look on the map, shall we? And we're looking for these little white ones. We've got Greendale Super Sprint. Yeah, I'll leave Edinburgh to last. I'm not a fan of Edinburgh. I like Edinburgh as a place to go to, but I'm not a fan of racing around it. So I'm at Greendale Super Sprint. We're in Edinburgh, but we're leaving Edinburgh, basically. And I'll just continue on with this stuff, because these events, these championships, consist of 3 events. And when you go into a map, you're looking for the white ones after you've done your first one. Just carry on. And the way the point structure works, apologies to anyone who knows this, I'm sort of doing this for the benefit of new players who have recently come into the game. The way that the point system works is you get 20 points for a win, 16 points for a second place, and it just drops from there. And you have 3 events, so you can get a potential of 60 points. And yeah, it's foggy round here, I'll tell you. And you can get 60 points in total. And to win the championship, you need to have more points than anyone else. And my general rule of thumb is you need no less than 56 points. And that means 2 wins and a second place at the minimum. Because if you get 2 wins and a second place, no one else can get those points, because you've won 2 and come in second, so you've only conceded 1 win, but you've took 2 wins. And that gets you the championship. I normally go for wins across the board, getting me 60 points, because you get more XP, you get more credits for that. But if you are struggling on one race, it doesn't matter so much, because as long as you get 2 wins and a second, nobody else can beat you on points, and you get it, you get the championship, and you're sorted. We're onto a motorway, and we're out of Edinburgh, that's good. So let's open this hybrid up, open this BMW up, and let's get past these lot. Let's get past them. Come on, you're definitely keeping your speed. This is not fun in the fog, because you got barriers like that. Yeah, so I'm being a bit careful on this. Slam brakes down, give it a little drift, or hitting the barrier. This is a bad part here. You're literally just turning, it's pretty much almost 180 degrees at this point. Actually flowing that round. Yeah, and you're past me. I'm not having that. This is not the one that annoys me, so I'm going to get past you into the barrier, but I've cut up in front of you. Okay, right. Just a few corners to be mindful of now, going round. And yeah, this is alright. This isn't too bad. The Edinburgh one is a bit of a pain. It does sort of bug me, because I don't like racing around Edinburgh. Too much stuff to crash into. And I do like to take these sprint events first. But the finish line is up there, and I'm getting another first place. So that's another 20 points, giving me a total of 40 out of 60 maximum. And I'm already pretty decent up there. So I'm already 10 points ahead of the person in second place, which means if the person in second place gets a first place next time, and I get a second, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to be points ahead. So where are we off to next? It's Edinburgh, isn't it? Right. Edinburgh Station Circuit. It's a circuit race round Edinburgh. Not what I'd call ideal, but we can get into it, get this done, and get ourselves a very respectable BMW M3. Here we are now, we're Edinburgh Station Circuit. Okay. I'm winning easily, apparently. No, I'm not going to up my difficulty. I'm going to keep it on highly skilled. So, onto the line. Okay, right. Go. If I'm going to mess anything up, it's going to be this one. So that's why I've got your 2 wins. I've got my 2 wins in. On my previous ones, give you a nudge. The Audi's blocking me a little bit, but let's see if I can cut up the middle there. No, you're trying to pin me in, not good. Yeah, so if I'm going to mess anything up, it's going to be this one. That's why I've got my victories in on the first 2, because it means worst case I get second on here, I still win the championships. And let's go round here. Edinburgh, nice place to visit, been there myself, really nice, but not so good on Forza to be racing around, because lots of little corners, and I don't like corners. I'm really crap at taking corners, but I've got myself into third. Let's see if I can get myself into second, and I'm definitely pushing to get into first. I'm coming up towards the end of the first lap, so that's not too bad for this circuit to be in third place, because there are some places I can overtake these guys. So hit the brakes around, cut that a little bit, kind of cut the corner, knock out the cable box, and I've got second place. Okay, so if I stay as I am now, I'll be alright. However, I do want to get past this guy in first place, because I do want the extra XP. I want to see if I can do it, but street racing is quite difficult on Forza, because the cars and the AIs do seem to be a lot faster than pretty much on any other game mode. But you've slammed your brakes down. I'll give you a little nudge as I went round, because you were trying to do it to me. Don't mess it up on the corner, and yeah, I've messed it up on the corner. And you've passed me because you're stuck to your racing lines, and I slide. That's because I'm pretty crap at corners. Give you a little block there, because I don't mind playing dirty on this game when it comes to computer controlled cars. I won't do this to real people, but unless they start trolling me or doing it to me, and I will give it back. But normally, when you're doing these events, try and drive nicely, but if computer cars start trying to push you, I always push them back. But I've got first place. So I've got first place, and these guys are tailing me. I'm not really going to get much distance. It's just a case of trying not to mess up too badly and get myself, towards the back. So first place it is. Carefully does it. I'm coming up towards the end now, so that's definitely all right. I just need to not mess up this next corner because this is really, really tight, and you can see this is why I've left this to last. So if I get a win on this, that's 60 points. That's flawless victory, right? And championship done. So there you go, first place by a margin. I tell you, literally by half a second there. First place by half a second, but that's got me my 60 points. So, okay, does the job. Even if I got second, I'd have still got my points. We've got me 56, but I'm alright. German engineering, complete. Excellent. Bing, 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 different levels of completion. And this gets me the BMW E92 M3 GTS. A really nice generation of BMW. And a few credits there. And that's that championship. If you found it interesting, you found it useful, drop a like, drop a comment. And until next time, thank you for watching. Take it easy and happy driving.